This week's Torah portion, Rabbi Raphael wants to understand, why do we bring half a shekel? Right, Monty Python was also interested in this, right? Half a shekel, it's worth more than half a shekel. The famous scene in Life of Brian. But in any event, back to Rabbi Raphael. We start the Torah portion, as always, with a verse from Psalms, right? Rabbi Raphael views, I think, King David as the sort of first grand commentator of the Bible through which we can understand the different Torah portions. And we have a verse which says, "He distributed widely to the destitute, his charity endures forever." Tzedakah is an important thing. Why is tzedakah an important thing? Why is charity an important thing? Because man has two sides. We have the spiritual side and the physical side. The physical side always wants to gain more possessions. When you think about it, to give charity makes no sense in terms of matter, because you want to gain more. Therefore, every time we give charity, it is a win of the spiritual side, our nefesh, our soul, over our physical body, and therefore it is also a sort of peak. It symbolizes the peak to which a peak which man can achieve by the soul overcoming the physical and giving away as opposed to taking. With this now in the back of our minds, let's go to understand the half a shekel. Rabbi Raphael says there are two ways of understanding why half a shekel and not a shekel, right? Why not round it up? Why half a shekel? There's a general way of understanding this, and there's getting into the red herring, getting into the details. In terms of the general understanding, it's simple. Half a shekel, why half and not one? To symbolize that everyone needs someone, right? We all need companionship. As Rabbi Raphael says, this is what the philosophers call, or this is what the philosophers mean when they say that man is a political beast. Giving half a shekel symbolizes or alludes to the fact that man is a political beast. We, unlike animals, cannot live by ourselves in solitude. We need company. That's just the way we are. In much the same way that a person is considered half a person until you find your soulmate. Rabbi Raphael says it doesn't only come to teach this, but also that it's not why half a shekel. It's not enough that you just give, right? Just like companionship, we become complete when we have our companionship. So too, it's not enough that we just give our half shekel, but we need to also push our neighbors and friends and close ones to also give their half, because only when everyone gives, then it becomes complete. Then we get the amount we need. And now we can move to the more particular reason, and here's where Kabbalah comes in. Rabbi Raphael says, why does the Torah specify what is half a shekel worth? It tells us it's worth 20 gerah. What is 20 gerah? It's 10 coins. 10 coins, that's what you bring. That's the half a shekel. 10 coins. This is interesting. If it's 10 coins, what does this symbolize? It symbolizes the 10 sefirot. It symbolizes the Godhead. When we transgress, we are fracturing the Godhead. We are fracturing the 10 sefirot. And therefore we need to bring the 10 coins by helping our neighbors, by everyone bringing it together. All of what we just spoke about a moment ago. This then, by unifying ourselves, we're also unifying the upper worlds. And this also resembles, he says, right, just like the world was created in 10 sayings of God, and we had the 10 commandments, so too here it's not by chance that we bring 10 coins, because it's all about healing the shattered world, the fractured world, by bringing these 10 coins, by helping everyone to bring them. This is the more Kabbalistic view. And of course here we see the sort of multi-dimensional character and commentary of Rabbi Raphael, where he brings not only the sort of ethics of the father general approach, and then brings the philosophical approach with the political beast, and then ends with the Kabbalistic approach, this idea of unifying the Godhead. Thoughts on the Torah portion of Tisa from Rabbi Raphael, Hamalach Raphael, the angel Raphael Birdugo. Shabbat Shalom.